wondered how Terraform decides whether to create a resource, how it loops through data, or how it extracts values from multiple resources? The answer lies in Terraform expressions. In this video, you'll learn three of the most important expression types: conditional expressions, conditional count, and splat expressions. By the end of this tutorial, you will be able to write more dynamic and production-ready Terraform code. So let's dive into the demo without any delay. If you look, I have already cloned the repository, and what it's got is just an AMI. It'll create the VPC resources, and it's got an ELB, and it's got an instance. So I'm going to do a quick Terraform init so that the provider and there are no modules here will be installed. That's all good. And we will quickly start with our first conditional expression, which is I am quickly going to copy paste it from the documentation. I will be providing the documentation link here in the description for you to follow along as well. So what I'm going to do is copy paste the resources. Yeah, and basically it is a random ID of length 8, so it will be 8 characters, which will be digits. And but what I have created is a local section where I have a name, I have an owner, and then there is a common tags which will include both the owner and the tag. Now this is the conditional expression. We need to understand this. Name equal to var.name is not equal to empty var.name random underscore id.id.hex. What does that mean? If you look at it for the first time without understanding how this works, it will be very confusing. But what this really is very simple. What it's saying is this: the first expression is your, before your question mark is your actual expression where you are trying the if condition. If the variable name is not empty, then the name is the variable name. Otherwise, then it is the random id.hex. And once that condition is evaluated and your name has got a value, it basically is using this common tags. Now if we go to variables, I think the name has already got a default variable Terraform. So irrespective of what, if you don't give anything, this will still create the resources with the tag. All these resources will be created with the common tags where the name is actually equal to, will result to Terraform. So we will quickly add this tags to all of the resources as well. So if we will start with our VPC and add tags equal to local common tags, and we'll add it to the internet gateway. We will add it to the route table, and we'll add it to the subnet as well. That's it. Now we'll try to create, because we have changed added a random, we will need to do initializing again of the workspace, and then we will do an apply. Because the name has already got a default value, it will not prompt for anything, and it will start creating these variables. It will the random ID will be created, but that will not be used for your name. If you look at your name will be Terraform. You can see it here, right? So for your so what are the things that we have created? There will be an EC2 instance, and your load balancer will have an EC2. Yeah, we have added Terraform to our route table, so it's got a Terraform. Route table has got the name equal to Terraform, and our subnet also we have added. So if you see, tag has got a name equal to Terraform, and our VPC should also have it if it is tag name equal to Terraform. So and we've got an instance creating, basically it's just creating a VPC, and the VPC resources, there is an instance that is inside the VPC, and then there is a load balancer instance. So we'll just wait for it to complete, and it's using a new Ubuntu AMI to create that instance. Let's quickly go back to our expression So variable name is not empty, which is Terraform in this case, so that's why it's using the variable name, and all of our tags got the name, right? Now let's change it where I am not in the variables. I will get rid of this default thing, right? And so the next time when I do a Terraform apply, it will ask for a variable name, and I'll not give anything. I'll keep it empty, which is so then the else condition should come up where the name will update to the random digits. So let's just see that. So now if you see, the ID is 2OI, which is like 8 characters, right? And if I see it, I should see the modification where I will have, oh, it's byte length, not the character length. So all of these things have got the tag name changed from Terraform to your random ID, and you will see your VPC, internet gateway, route table, subnet. Okay, which are the resources where we have added the tags. So that is it about your conditional expression. Now we'll move on to the conditional count criteria, where we will start with adding a variable. Now I'm going to update this value back, because otherwise it will keep prompting me to update the variable name. So I'm going to change it back to Terraform, so that will get updated next time. You will see that DA will be changed to Terraform, because now we have added a new variable called high availability, whose value is by default true. Now if we go to the main .tf, we will add a new count expression. So I'm just copying it and pasting it here. And so I'm going to remove this thing, where you can see that this is also the similar thing. If var.high availability equal to true, that means if this variable high availability, the value of it is equal to true, then it is the count will be 3, otherwise it's just 1. So if you think of it in a normal language, if an environment is highly available, it will have more instances, which is 3 in this case. If it's false, then it is just 1 instance, right? Which is what we want. If I do Terraform apply, I am guessing it will have an issue. So maybe we'll remove this and then let's see it, because okay, because this I'm just going to give it as a 0, and then I'll explain, and then see, let it work, and then I'll explain what I've done. So what I think is happening is because the instances will now be updated from 1 to 3, and the number of if you see the instances here, it's using the instance, and if I just give AWS Ubuntu ID, there will be 3 instances, and it is not able to find it, right? So I just gave it, okay, for time being just take the 0 instance, and I'm letting it create. now let's try to so that is your count expression. Now we will move on to the splat expression. What is a splat expression? Here, a splat expression captures all objects in a list that share an attribute. It has got this star symbol which will iterate over all of the elements of a given list and returns information based on the shared attribute you define. Okay, now what that means is let's go to my outputs. I don't have an outputs, so I'll create an outputs.file. And I've given, if you see here, I have given a star, which means it will go through all of this Ubuntu list and get all of the instances DNS name. Okay, if you were to do it, you will have to create give it private address 1 2 3 because we've got 3. Now you don't have to do it, you just give start, it'll just iterate over all of the resource list and then give you the IP. So now let's do a Terraform apply. There are basically no changes in our configuration, but if you see, you will see some outputs now in your application, after your application. So you can see it here, right? So the private addresses, all you have given is just star, and but there's nothing changed in your thing. I want to try now. Earlier, remember in our we have only attached the first instance to our load balancer. Now I want to use the splat expression so that all 3 instances are attached to the load balancer. I want to try that and see what happens. So I think it is going there, no errors, planning failed, is a tuple inappropriate value, but have tuple. So okay, I will just do this, see what happens. Yeah, now it has worked. So earlier it didn't have anything, now it will be updated in place where it has added 2 more instances. Another one was already added, and then we have used, so basically we have used the splat expression to get all the instances in AWS instance Ubuntu. That's how you can get all of the objects in a list, and then basically use star to use all of them, whether it is in your output or you have to use in a configuration where you want to attach it to another resources without writing like a for loop or anything like that. So these are the things, that's how you use dynamic expressions. If you want to understand more Terraform concepts, please hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye. I'll see you in the next video.